Hey Clashers, and new challenges in the game, actually the Chinese New Year challenge. And in today's video I will show you how to really super easily 3-star it, and as well how to, like in a fancy way, swag a ton of troops completing this challenge. But before we jumping into all of the action with the challenge, I want to remind you that there is a couple of new skins in the game as well. You will be able to buy this new Lunar King skin, which looks super cool to me. Like, it's something new, something fancy. And not only that, there's going to be way more in the shop because, well, most likely the Lunar King is going to come back, or like the Warrior King is going to come back as well. The same with the Queen. The Warrior Queen is going to come back as well, which you can purchase later on. And as well, we have the new Go Pass skin, which is going to be the Warrior Warden. But now I think we just want to as well check out the new scenery, because there's so many new skins in this one. We can see, like, I guess it might be the Chinese wall. We have a couple of firecrackers here and there. And obviously at the top right at the end, we have the big statue. So a lot of cool things. But I think as well, we should dive into the challenge because, well, that's the one thing you're waiting for. And if you like videos like these, make sure to use code iTzu, because if you're buying anything, you're supporting me with that. Really appreciate it. And now let's get started. First of all, the design of the challenge is super cool looking. Like, if you have your head towards the side, you can see it's a tiger. Obviously Chinese New Year, Year of the Tiger. It's kind of fitting. So now we're starting things off with the first way on how to 3-star this challenge. The easiest way, the by far easiest way, you're starting your queen off on this far left side and you're waiting for the gold storage to drop below half hit points. As soon as you did that, you just pretty much spam everything in on this far top left side, except a couple of things. You're going to save 4 super giants, 2 super Valkyries, and all of your Hawk Riders. Everything else, just put it in, just spam everything into this small opening, and just place your spells accordingly. Place 1 first shield in the beginning, so your super wizards are surviving, and then as soon as one of the super Valkyries are actually dying in the core, use your Warden ability. Really important, drop your spells, your poisons especially, that is covering the defending queen as well, and then you just have to heal the core. Heal your super wizards, keep them alive at the other super giants and the super Valkyries on the right side for some more tankiness with the Hawk Riders, and make sure everything is pushing towards the town hall, because that is the last building, pretty much the last remaining defense, which is really important. Because at this point, you're going to be able to reach at least 1 scatter, and you're going to be at least be able to reach 1 town hall, which is only 1 there. So for now we can just wait for the queen to walk around, finish off the town hall, and then use your last remaining spells. At this point you should have 2 invisibility spells and 2 skeleton spells left. That's already not too much, but you can use them in a really easy way. The first one, just use the invisibility spells to protect your queen, and then the skeleton spells, as soon as the town hall is gone, there is no splash damage anymore. So what you're doing pretty much is just adding them later after the town hall is down, just for tankiness, for damage and everything. So as I'm just doing, just put them randomly on the outside. Then the queen is just going to survive, another invisibility spell to keep them alive, and at this point the base is done. Yes, I know this is not like the most consistent way, but it is the easiest way to finish off this challenge. Now I will show you 2 more options. The next option is like the more advanced, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show you how I was able to swag 160 troop space of this army and 5 spell slots and still finish off the job with a 3-star. So meanwhile we're just waiting for the queen to finish off this base, because well, there's only 1 Tesla left alive, and this queen should really easily finish off the job with that. And then we're going to dive into the next more advanced option, which is on the other side though way more consistent. So it's up to you which approach you want to try. If you have not completed the challenge with this last approach, maybe you should do this one. And this one is actually use 1 super Valkyrie, put her into the corner, and let her run to the Tesla. Really important, this range of the super Valkyrie has to cover up to the wall, because then you're going to use the invisibility spell with 3 super wizards, really important, 3 super wizards, and then just 1 Hawk Rider to finish off the Tesla. After that, do the exact same thing as we have just did again. The only difference being that there is no town hall left alive, and as well, the scatter shots are really low. So again, you're doing everything in the same way. You're adding the super troops at the top side, You're adding the same amount of troops, you're saving again your 4 super giants, your 2 super Valkyries and all of the Hawk Riders, and you're doing exactly the same thing. Now you might be saying, okay, it's the same thing, so why should we do this one? Well, if you take a look at how close the first one was, and now take a look at what this looks like, you're going to like see a huge difference, because this town on the back end is actually dealing a lot of damage. At this point, we're getting closer to the 50% mark. This is where the town hall would get activated on the first attack. 42, 47%, and we have reached that 50% mark. So at this point, the town hall would be active and would shoot back. But with this, we can just drop our last skeleton spell right on top of the last scatter, and this scatter is going to drop most likely, because the skeletons can deal some more damage. And you can see already as well, this base has literally no chance whatsoever. Skeleton spells just for cleanup, that's a nice way to put it, because this base has no chance. So you can see what an overkill this is actually. The only thing which you have to like learn in the beginning is how to deploy the Valkyrie, the super Valkyrie, and how to deploy the invisibility spell, because it's really important to turn the skeletons at the beginning of the attack invisible. Otherwise, your super wizards won't target that town hall. And now I think we should get to the one thing which I think everyone is waiting for. You want to know how I swag 160 troop space on this base and 5 spell capacity. Let's check it out. So I'm starting off with a pretty similar opening. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start the same thing with the Valkyrie. Again, in the corner into the pocket, then the invisibility spell, turning the skeletons invisible as well, and the town hall is gone. After that, the queen at the wizard tower again, and this time I'm not dropping the Hawk Rider. It would be smart, but at the same time, it's all about swagging, right? So it's 1 Hawk Rider more, which is swag. So now, then it's through only two super giants on the top left. I'm adding the king and the warden on the right side with, now important, 1 super Valkyrie in front of my king. Then 2 more giants to get through the wall, and then 2 more super Valkyries as soon as the wall is down with all of my super wizards behind. We're getting a really easy and quick push into the core. Now you might wonder, okay, how does this work now? Well, we have our super Valkyries keep letting them die, like they have to kind of die to give us those ranges. So we're not dropping any heal spell whatsoever. We're only using the warden ability and the important. The poison has to take down the queen, and as well, take a look at the Skelly Donut. It's kind of like a Skelly Donut for the 2 scatters, using the 2 remaining skeleton spells with this 1 invisibility spell which we had left to take down both scatter shots. I mean, that's cool, right? Like, it took me so long. Because, well, now it actually doesn't look that great, which I can, like, fully understand. But one thing which I found out is, and everyone might know already, the Warden on ground has a bigger range than Tesla. So this ending is actually kind of funny, because this ending, you can see, it's going to be the Warden cleaning everything up, which is kind of cool, to be honest, because the Warden has a bigger range than Tesla, even though, I mean, we all know sometimes the troops, but sometimes, I mean, kind of often, the troops are walking randomly, so they're picking their location from where they're going to attack random. So, yeah, it takes some time for the last finish, because overall, up to the point where I had this situation, and obviously recorded all of the other footage as well already, and like how I came to this moment where I was able to get this cool swag attack in. It took me around about 7 hours to like get to this point, figure out how to use the super Valkyrie in the beginning, how many wizards do I need to use, how many super Valkyries do I need to use with my king, what is the order with my king, how many super giants do I need to use with my queen to get the queen all the way from around the top side into the core. All of those things took around about 7 hours. So I hope you appreciate that. I hope you like this video. But wait a second, this finish is going to be insane, because again, you can see my warden is walking randomly. We're walking into the range of this Tesla, and now it's getting close, because there's a skeleton trap coming up. Oh, wait a second, my queen already from the beginning took down the Tesla to quite low hit points, and this means it's going to be the 3-star. So you can see, screenshots is taken, and this was hella, like, it took me so long to get there, but I was super happy that I got there at some point. It was a lot of fun trying to like find the best possible move. Let me know if you find a better solution. How would you attack this challenge for an even cheaper attack? Time doesn't matter. It's all about how many things you can swag, how many troops you can swag. I think it worked pretty well, and the one thing where I'm the most proud of is probably the 2 skeleton spells with this invisibility spell at the end for the 2 scatters. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was a true help for you to finish off this challenge and get the rewards as well. Thank you so much. And well, I will see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, see ya and bye bye.